The outdoors, the fresh outdoors. Hey, peace, love, small truth, galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. I see you. And today, we're just going to discuss reparations from another perspective. When people think of reparations, you always think about the money that comes with it. And some people that don't support reparations, they always think about, well, I don't support it. You know, especially if the reparations is not going to them, they would think, well, that's going to go to taxes. I got to pay for some reparations for some stuff that my family, my lineage, my ancestors may or may not have anything to do with. Not fair, right? So there's that aspect of people not getting behind reparations. There's also the aspect of, you know, if you think about whatever they give to people for reparations, what are they going to take? You know, look at what they did with our brothers and sisters that are on reservations, the natives on reservations, what they had to give up. It's like they got a mansion and they had to turn over a mansion to settle for some rundown apartments. You know, they got the short end of that deal, and they still suffering to this day trying to pick up the pieces of what they agreed to go for in that contract. So with reparations, when they give you reparations, what are you giving up in return? Especially when it deals with money. And when you think of reparations, a lot of times it comes as an annuity. It'll come yearly, right? Maybe reparations can be some type of tax break, or maybe reparations can be just other type of incentives, you know, help with land ownership or home ownership, just things that will help improve the quality of life and the sustainability of having, a piece of the American dream, so-called, a piece of what this society promised to offer all people. So I did a video talking about why travel is important and multi-citizenship can be a part of a reparations plan. And I got a lot of great feedback. Some people reached out to me through YouTube, and then also personally, they reached out as well. And a big component or a big supporter of reparations, shout out and salute to the dear brother. He said, can you touch base on some of these points, some of these pointers that he stands behind, and a lot of people stand behind in regards to what they would like to see reparations be, and what they would like it to come to fruition. So it starts off with, this is the question asked most frequently by both the whites and the blacks. The answers to this question I shall state as simply as possible. Now, what is reparations? What do you want? As black people in American, African American, what do you want? He says, number one, we want freedom. We want a full and complete freedom. Number two, we want justice, equal justice under the law. We want justice applied equally to all, regardless of creed or class or color. Number three, we want equality of opportunity. We want equal membership in society with the best in civilized society. Number four, we want our people in America whose parents or grandparents or great-great-grandparents were descendants from slaves to be allowed to establish a separate state or territory of their own, either on this continent or elsewhere. We believe that our former slave masters are obligated to provide such land and that the area must be fertile and minerally rich. We believe that our former slave masters are obligated to maintain and supply our needs in this separate territory for the next 20 to 25 years until we are able to produce and supply our own needs. It goes on, it says, since we cannot get along with them in peace inequality after giving them 400 years of our sweat and blood and receiving in return some of the worst treatment human beings have ever experienced. We believe our contribution to this land and the suffering forced upon us by them justifies our demand for complete separation in the state or territory of our own. Number 5, we want freedom for all believers of Islam now held in federal prisons. We want freedom from all black men and women now under death sentence in innumerable prisons in the North as well as the South. Now this is coming from representative from the Nation of Islam. And for confidentiality purposes, I would not disclose their name, but the dear brother wanted me to continue on it and get this message out. It goes on. Number 5, continue. We want every black man and woman to have, the freedom to accept or reject being separated from the slave master's children and establish a land of their own. We know that the above plan for the solution of the black and white conflict is the best and only answer to the problem between two people. Number 6, we want an immediate end to the police brutality and mob attacks against the so-called Negro through the United States. We believe that the federal government should intercede to see that black men and women tried in white courts receive justice in accordance with the laws of the land, or allow us to build a new nation for ourselves dedicated to justice, freedom, and liberty. Number 7, as long as we are not allowed to establish a state or territory of our own, we demand not only equal justice under the laws of the United States, but equal employment opportunities now. Now is all capitalized with an exclamation point and in bold. It continues, number 7 says, we do not believe that after 400 years of free or nearly free labor, sweat, and blood, which has helped America become rich and powerful, that so many thousands of black people should have to subsist on relief, charity, or live in poor houses. Number 8, we want the government of the United States to exempt our people from all taxation. I was just saying this. I was literally just saying this like some type of tax break. But it's saying all taxation as long as we are deprived of equal justice under the laws of the land. Number 9, we want equal education, but separate schools up to 16 for boys and 18 for girls on the condition that the girls be sent to women's colleges and universities. We want all black children educated, taught, and trained by their own teachers. Under such schooling system, we believe we will make a better nation of people. The United States government should provide free and necessary textbooks, equipment, etc., and etc., for these children. And that is the end of the message that was sent. And it says they also added another message that says, I support the travel aspect of reparations that you said in your last video, but do this solid for me and share with the public that we should be paid full reparations for Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1929, beautiful Black Wall Street, that those people down there destroyed because they couldn't stand to see black communities thriving. So for those who want to travel, I support and tell them go ahead and do it. And for those who want to stay and help build on the land, then let them stay and build on the land. Either way, the objective is to get all of what Europe, Britain, and America owe Almighty God's people. Just another aspect to the reparations. So can reparations be more than money? The people are talking about it. They're saying that there's other ways that reparations can be a part of a reparations bill. You know, as far as the taxation, as far as the multi-citizenship thing that I brought up, for travel aspects and get that exposure. And then, land ownership, home ownership, obviously, fair treatment in the court trials. And what else we got? Keep sending your thoughts, your ideas, and we're going to keep having these tough conversations. And we're going to be finding ways to continue to just unify people. And, I don't understand why people don't think that this is something that should be done. I think that people personalize it and think hey, when they hear reparations, some of them probably thinking that's going to be money coming out of my pocket. I'm paying for something that I had nothing to do with. That's not fair. I hear you loud and clear, but something needs to be done. So come up with some solutions and some answers, and let's bring some justice and some liberty and some real true freedoms to people that are oppressed and suffering here in this country and all over the world. Let's do some healing. Let's do some think tank building together, and let's really take humanity to the next level. Let's ascend instead of bickering and dividing and trying to tear each other down and talk about, you know, like, oh, that group don't deserve this and that group don't deserve that. Like, come on, come on. I know you got it in you. You know you got it in you. You know, so jealousy and hate and envy and all that stuff is a lousy and deadly disease. So I hope that any of you that's suffering from that can get some healing done today. I love you all. Peace, love, smiles, truth, Galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to nature. The universe will support you. It is time. It is time. I got a whole lot more that I'm going to be talking about. We're going to be doing some deep diving, because I've been looking online and I've been seeing things. And the other day, the cat down the road and the puppy across the street and all this nature, beautiful land, they say, hey, the vibrations, the frequencies, the energies, the waves is coming together and we connected. So I see you. We're going to be talking soon. All right, love you. Peace.